another stream because I have nothing to do. I'm just killing my time. I'm about to go to bed soon, and I just did 50 push-ups. I'm sorry, 50 push-ups in 1 minute. I did it like straight, 50 push-ups in 1 minute. I mean, technically it was 49, but like 49 and a half, but I would count it 50 because it's literally, I counted it myself, and the video stopped when I was like in the middle of doing my 50th push-up. So I say I did 50. Because in the first one I said 35, but I actually did 36. And I showed the chart. And the chart says that in order for me to be in an excellent form for my age, I need to do 45 or more. I did 50 push-ups without stopping. I'm feeling a little bit tired, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I'll try to max out, maybe I could do like 60, but I don't think I could do much more than that because, like, when I did my 50 push-ups in 1 minute, I felt like it was kind of challenging. My muscles are hurting a little bit after that. So it was not like a piece of cake. But I tell you what, that for the males between ages of 30 and 39, and I'm closer to 39 than 30, as you know, I'm 37 years old at this point. So I'm really like 3 more years I will be in the next group. But right now, like, according to my age, my maximum should be like 45. It's excellent. Between 35 and 44 is good. And then average is like 30, I did 50. I did 50 pull-ups. And if I were like in my 20s, excellent would be like 55 and up. When I did 50 pull-ups, I was feeling a little tired, but I did it on the short. So if I were just to do it without like worrying about time, like I said, I probably could have done 55. So that means that even if I was in my 20s, I would be in a good shape. And here is that fucking bitch, the real PewDiePie, talking about that I can't even hurt the fly. Well, I don't know, because I don't really fight in real life. Really, all I'm doing is like accounting, Spanish. I literally like spend all day here, did my laundry. So I'm not doing shit, but thank God I'm still in a good shape for my age. I'm still in a good shape. I'm fortunate enough to still be in a good shape after all the bullshit I have to deal with. Definitely stronger than I was like 10 years ago. But biologically, like when you're in your late 30s and then your 40s, it's like you're almost an old man. Once you pass with your 40s, it's like a wrap. That's it. It's like 15 years from now, I will be close to be a fucking senior. So, I'm not a young buck anymore, but I'm in a better shape than I used to be when I was in my 20s. At least seems like it. So, but mentally, I'm like, my life is over and it's too much bullshit. And then people are watching me, I have less freedoms than I used to, and they're sending me weird stuff. Like there is this black woman showing me videos about how to find out a woman had a lot of sexual partners. Like, I don't even think about things like that. I never did. I mean, I had only one sexual partner for like 11 years. Before that, I used to pay for sex. I had like 14 of them. And they all probably had high body counts, but you know, I'm not gonna be asking hookers, hey, how many men you had sex with? I didn't even think about it. Well, some of them were not hookers. Some of them, like Allegra and Summer, they were not hookers. They were like legitimate one night stands, but I didn't even care ask these people about that either because I personally don't care. But you know, that's what society puts you on. Like my parents, they used to make me think about ethnic purity of Jewish race. Without that, I wouldn't care. Now people making me think about caring about sexual partners. People making me think that I should care about that I'm not a normal person. Without that, I probably wouldn't care about that one either. If not for these stupid people, all I would care about is freedom, getting my way with people, getting money, and just living in the moment, you know? Like, if I found somebody who makes me feel good, let's go for it. I wouldn't be thinking, okay, how many men that woman had, whatever. Or if she's Jewish or not. I would be thinking, like, how that person makes me feel. That's all. I wouldn't be thinking about all this extra stuff. Just like at the job, I keep telling you people. I wouldn't be thinking that, oh, I'm in the physical job, or nobody wants to talk to me. I would be thinking, okay, I need to build myself up to do the job, what needs to be done. So I build myself up, be big and strong, and get the fucking paycheck. And not getting fired. Getting paycheck without getting fired and figuring out what needs to be done. I wouldn't be thinking about like, okay, people don't like me, they don't like the way I act. I wouldn't be thinking about that because I care less. But now that I have that awareness, I don't like people because I feel like they're taking my freedoms away from me by not letting me work how I want and act how I want, and telling me it shouldn't be like that because it's not normal. People will have problems with me, whatever. Fuck. Knowing that only makes me wanna hate people. Not saying, oh, I'm sorry, I was so wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry for shit. Every time when people try to blame me for something, all I wanna do is break their fucking faces for it. Like I keep telling about Lydia too in my videos. And the reason why I wouldn't wanna go out with her or break up with Alima over her, or why I would be so hesitant to get in a relationship with her is that her behavior towards me. Not that she had sex with a lot of men. As a matter of fact, her passion and the fact that she made me feel like she would be a good fuck, was actually like the reason why I would actually go out with her. Because I would feel like, you know, it's like that feeling you get when you're like, oh, I'm about to get some, like that feeling of chase, of that passion, you know, like it's actually something which is, you know, I would like because I feel like, you know what, if I would be with that woman, it would be a lot of fun. Variety, fun. I can do anything I want with her. And you know that this sensation seeking, that would be actually the only plus That would actually be the only thing I would consider, like, it's the only thing why I would actually look at her like a woman, not like a friend, just because of that. But other things, like I keep telling you, I wouldn't like that. Like her messing with my ways, telling me shit. Keep telling you, people, I keep telling you. But I still watch this weird stuff, like this African woman talk about how can you figure out if woman been with a lot of men. Like, I fucking care. I don't even want to watch it. Because I'm not really interested in that type of stuff. And shit gets sold because it's like, okay, I got it. Let's move on, let's just watch something else. And the thing is, I'm seeing that weird stuff. Like, I'm like, a lot of times I'm like, why am I watching this? Why am I watching this? I like how it makes me think, but I'm like, normally I wouldn't be watching that type of stuff, which my cell phone offers me to watch. I wouldn't be watching none of it. I mean, some of it I actually like. I find it pretty entertaining, but I wouldn't be watching it. But at this point, the shit gets just redundant because I'm tired of it. But then I like how they started showing me some shorts from like some Russian movies where people fighting all the time. It's like, it's pretty fun. Watching these shorts, I actually feel like I actually want to watch that movie. But it's pretty interesting. Starting watching some Russian stuff, which I wouldn't be watching this before. It's pretty interesting stuff. Psychologist popping up on my phone. And it's pretty much all the same thing. I put my 2 cents here and there because they talk about some nonsense, but it's like, it's all the same thing. I mean, I learned some stuff. It's kind of helps me develop myself, but at some point I'm like, okay, I got the point. It's getting redundant at this point. It's like the same thing over and over and over. Just like I'm studying accounting over and over in Russian language. And it seems to me like I'm studying accounting 106 over again. Only in Russian, and it's more like sociable and it's more hands-on. I like that, So I'm kind of like the approach. But, it's like literally the same thing I studied, only with a better approach. More practical, which I like. Less individualistic, so I like that. And that's kind of the cultural difference, I think, between Russia and America. Because, I feel that atmosphere, like, I feel like I like Russian approach better. Because American, they're like more individualistic, like more cold. And Russian, they're more like hands-on. There is more soul, and I can feel it. I can feel like this is like, even though I have my problems, but I feel like that approach is kind of closer to me, And that kind of comes with being from Russia, I feel like that, like closeness, I likeness of that approach, even though a lot of times when I deal with this Russian woman, I feel like, the accent is crazy. Like, I have a huge accent, but certain pronunciation, like of English words, they just like, wow. I feel like correcting them a lot, even though I have an accent myself. But I like the approach, I like the approach. I really like the approach. I like the approach better than the approach I had when I was in business school. Even though it's the same subject, the same thing, only in different language. So it's like repetition for me. But I like the approach though, like I said. It's better way of studying in my opinion. It's like by myself, but I also like listen to people, ask questions. I have like a curator who is like checks my homeworks. Didn't have that like in normal school. I like that. It's my own at my own time too. It's like pretty cool. Learning Spanish too, you know. I like doing that as well. Sitting home all day, don't wanna go anywhere. Tired of like seeing my mom, my relatives sometimes, but I really wanna like have my freedoms and see like people whom I didn't see for a while, whom I cannot see. But I'm getting over it. I'm getting over my obsessiveness. I'm kind of coming down, you know. But I really want my freedoms, you know, like I said. I would never think about that. That's crazy. It's crazy. What's going on and what I'm thinking about. It's crazy. What's going on. Like how somebody whom I used to talk to and I looked at her just a friend or whatever. Now I cannot talk to her and it's like, are we actually gonna be more than friends, really? Wow. And why can't I just talk to her like I used to? Why can't I just be free like I used to be? Tired of it. Tired of this fucking slavery, I tell you. Dealing with too much bullshit. I'm so over it. I'm so over this bullshit as treatment. I'm so over this fucking slavery. I just wanna like, fuck. Just be left alone and whatever consequences gonna be. I'm gonna die anyway. Fuck everything. I'm tired. I have less desire to talk to people, be around people, see people. And I'm not even bored. I don't even care. I never bored. I literally feel like I can just lie in my room on the bed all day, watch all these shorts, and I'm cool with it. And then just do pull-ups, push-ups, whatever. Study accounting, whatever. And just cool with it. Completely cool with it. Like, I literally all day I didn't leave the house. And I'm cool with it. And I've been up since early, maybe like 5 or 6. And I'm cool with it, you know? Just let the time pass by and I don't care. You know? Nobody is writing me any comments. I love that. Because I'm not getting aggravated by people. I feel calm, relaxed. Because I just do what I want, I say what I want, and nobody tells me anything. And I fucking love it. And people say, why do you like to do that? Why do you do YouTube if you don't want to have any input? Just to get the stuff out of my chest, really. And if you wanna watch it, good. If not, I don't even care. It's fine with me. You know, it's fine with me. I feel less angry when I don't see the stupidest comments popping up. I'm so happy that I don't see nothing. All I see is the amount of people on my channel and the amount of likes. And I'm content and happy to see that. So I'm happy because I can focus on accounting, on Spanish, on pull-ups, on doing things, on money. And I don't even want to see people. I hate the fact that even people like Lydia feel like in order to deal with me they have to go to psychologist. But I understand that it's not because of me, it's also because of her personal issues as well. So I don't really blame her. I think she's doing the right thing. I realize it now. And I'm getting to understand what kind of person she really is because of that. So I'm happy. It helps out. Helps out to get to know people, to get to know what people are all about, kind of learn other worlds outside of your own. But I don't want to know too much because it's not a nice world out there. And having that type of awareness is both good and bad. It's good because I feel good of being by myself and doing my thing, and I feel like I'm safe and happy that way, and also that helps me to progress and do things when I'm all by myself. I think it's the best thing at all accounts, but at the same time being aware, it's like, fuck. I'm not gonna feel like light when I meet these people. Even when I'm gonna go out with Lydia, it's not gonna be like before when I didn't care. Like, okay, let's hang out with Alan, Roger, and smoke weed, and just have fun. It's not gonna be like that. After what I've been through with her and other people, it's like, nah, need to watch my mouth. And she needs to do the same thing. I need to be careful the way I talk to her. Sexual part, I'm not too worried about that actually. But I'm more worried about the relationship part. With her. And before I didn't have to worry about it. It was just like, hey, here's my friend, let's just hang out, smoke some weed. Was no abuse issues back then. And I was never thinking about that. It was like, let's just have a good time, fuck. But dealing with her and living with her, it was not. It was good too, but it was also some bad stuff comes with it. It was other stuff too, so it's like. But overall, it was a good experience. I don't regret it. It just was a little bit. It was just a little rough, but it was a good experience. But I just like my freedoms, As you all know, I like my freedoms. And I feel like people like Lydia, or more so the real PewDiePie, they're a real threat to my freedoms. Because they're trying to fix me and change me. And I don't like that. And I feel like because of me the way I am, other people cannot really be friends with me or hang out with me without fixing me or changing me. And people feel like they need to go to psychologist to deal with me. And I don't like it. Because I would rather be alone than to deal with people because of that. So that's why I'm so happy that I'm all by myself. I wish the world wouldn't be as hostile towards me as it is now, where people acting funny, asking stupid questions. I wish things will like go back to normal, where it's like nobody says hi, fist bumps, asking stupid questions, doors are closed everywhere, nobody knows me, and I have all the freedoms and I can just come to women and just like fuck them like I used to, like for $20 or whatever. Easily. Or, you know. And people won't be asking me stupid questions or telling me shit, whatever. So much better not to deal with that shit. Just mind the business. Mind my business and, you know, not worrying about like people. Especially when I know how they feel. I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to deal with them. Fuck them all. You think that I'm not normal, there's something wrong with me and you have an issue with it. Bye. You're trying to fix me. You're telling me that I shouldn't be showing off or whatever. Bye. I don't want to hear that. I want to act how I want and I don't want to hear anything. That's the thing. But I'm glad to know how things are. Yep, and because Lydia started acting like that, I started thinking about like emotionally and physically abusing her. Just because of the way she was acting. Don't show off, you're not developed, ta ta ta. I'm like, yeah, I need to show you development, that's for sure. That's the only reason why. If she would think differently, I would never think of abusing her, you know, like, at all. She wouldn't be telling me that type of stuff. And she feels bad that she did, but I'm sure a lot of other people feel the same way. So I don't want to deal with them. That's why I like to be all by myself. That's why I like to focus on work and do the best I can so I don't have to deal with people. Because they're making me angry. Just look at the job, that guy from Indonesia started asking, talking about politics, and I knew something about the subject, started talking. He was talking to me like I don't know shit about shit. And I was so fucking getting so fucking angry talking to him. And then we started talking about fucking Russian, Ukrainian language. Like all the conversations I have is proving everybody that I'm mentally not retarded, mentally normal. And I know what I'm doing. And I'm not getting along with people. I'm getting so angry when they dare to think that I'm stupid. Because I know I'm not, so I know what I'm doing, but whatever. That's why I don't want to deal with nobody. I would rather just do whatever needs to be done and whatever. Keep going. minding my business. Once I hear that type of stuff, like, fuck. Yep. It's a pretty hateful world out there. Everyone is bad. Just like I told Lydia years ago, that everyone is bad. And now she probably knows why I feel that way too. That everyone is bad and everyone is the enemy. And my only ally is probably Alima. She's the ally. Because she lets me do whatever the fuck I wanna do. And she keeps her mouth shut. That's why she's my ally. And a lot of people are not capable of doing that. Alright, guys. It's enough. My cell phone is about to die too. And I need to be up early. And I get my 8 hours of sleep. I have that privilege these days. Not like 7 years ago when I used to work 2 jobs. I was only like sleeping like maybe 4 or 5 hours a day every day. But now I'm like getting old and lazy. But amazingly enough, I'm still in a good shape. In spite of all the bullshit I had to go through, I'm still in good shape. Even though I'm not been exercising and not been working as much, and I've been dealing with more bullshit, I'm still in good shape. Amazingly. Later, guys. Thanks for watching.